My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Under late, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play it.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Redskins. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Running from the gun with Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Romeo Okwara gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and lose.
There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking deep downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Watson, he's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Well, the drive starts with a completion, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10, Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He's going to fight into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs lived for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. A first down carry for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. Second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Watson trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Catch is made by Hurd. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now it's Watson. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Jalen Hurd with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
It's second and 8 at the 17-yard
Ready.
line.
59, mark. Check, 59. Come on, come on. Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Love connects here with the tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. And Lobo, are you there?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. To throw on second down. Love airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Love. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 44 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Ridley. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hairston. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check 31, check 31. Recon, 132 fight.
Back to throw. Love. Able to find Harris, complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Callaway, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Looking to throw. Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nate Hairston.
and that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw. Love. This one caught by Ridley. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Steelers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Single.
From the gun, Love. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So tied for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it all turns.
And he coughed it up. And the Redskins scoop it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Now Watson to throw again. And now here is another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. Through an opening, and And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Watson. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. This one into the hands of Hurd. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out-cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Maurice Hurst coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ryan Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. Now, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very low. Looking to throw. Love. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. To try here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity.
It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw, Watson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Hurd with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Love. And this is Parker, complete. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check.
Looking to throw. Love. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Watson, complete. It's Henry. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 36. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. On first down, it's Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out there? And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Romeo Okwara, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
On the set. Right, check. 59. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that. Let's go.
On first down, Love. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
That's it. Here we go.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how.
And now here is another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Yeah, way to go. That's what I'm talking about, boy.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nate Hairston. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And give to Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
Set. 19. 51's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. 65. 65. 65. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Romeo Okwara picks up his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Catch is made by Hurd. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Watch QB drop. Alert, alert. QB drop. 51 the mic, boys, 51. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here's Watson throwing on third and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for two.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. But Charles, it's one.